Hey, storyteller Ron. All right, so Kickstarter's almost over, fully funded. Um, and I want to thank the 11 backers for doing that, helping me out. I'm working on this full time, so I'll just show you what I'm working on. I just gotta keep going. I even have I've got a couple like churches contacting me about the game. So I think that's I'm just gotta keep going, gotta keep trucking along. And I've sent them all the stuff, and we'll see how that goes. And that's only recently. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to just gotta keep going. Keep slugging along in your ministry, my ministry, whatever we want to do for the Lord. We just want to do something for the Lord, because we love the Lord, and it's just a joy. All right, so let me. So here it is, my cute little Kickstarter. If you want to check it out, thank you so much. We got 48 hours to go, 11 backers. What's kind of interesting is that when I first started it, on the first week or so, a lot of the awards were gone. So that's sort of telling. Right. Look at these, all gone. So you can see here, it just says all gone. And I didn't realize this until a week in. I'm like, why is there only a few people, and they only got one server one? I'm looking, going, what? I replaced them, as you can see here, but for the first week, I only had a couple of choices, and I did a whole email blast and all that, and and I even contacted Kickstarter. What's quiet? And they're like, oh, it's just a glitch. So, that's what we got to deal with as doing a Christian evangelism. Okay, so here's the Dark Ages rulebook. I'm working on. I'm adding a background to it now, like color, giving a little, trying to do a little. I'm gonna try to, I think, draw a little, or put little interesting things along the borders here and there, kind of randomly. I'm not really sure just yet about that, but I'm filling in some more stuff just to give the game more, more stuff. Professions list. I'm going to put that down to the fun of it, and then I got down to church activity. I'm going to put a little more info there, and here's the one I'm working on right now, where I just put together where I'm setting out villages, little examples of little settlements, and then I'm going to expand it out here to this page as well. But I'm gonna put little lists of ideas, little D6 rolls that you can do to give you ideas on what could be in each of the buildings and what you can encounter. And these are the little things that you can place. And this is the new artwork I'm working on, making it a little bit darker, more kind of pirate board looking style. I'm trying the darkest dungeon. I'm trying to ante up my artwork. Basically just adding more black in it. This is the more original stuff I was doing. I'm gonna keep this just to keep it, and because I'm a one-man shop here and just got to keep working on it and keep adding more stuff. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Just make it better. I'm just trying to improve it and make it just more assets to use, and this is the older drawings I did, and I did it. I did them very quickly because I was trying to get a bunch of stuff out, for you to use. And these are obviously for VTT, or these you can print them out and put them down on the table if you wanted. Each little section or whatever that you're doing, and then the people can do their encounters. However you want to use it, or just use your own. I'm gonna probably stretch this out to here, and then have little tables in here, that you can use as give you ideas for the characters and stuff. And remember, each one or each group of these, you roll a conversion level to decide what their attitude is. I'm gonna do that right now just for the fun of it. It's just a D8. Obviously, for the people on the top left, it'd be a 5. So, where's that table at? Let me just pull out my Christians in Space one. Okay, where's the table at? I think it's always in the back. It's always with the reference. I definitely put it with the reference stuff. Better be in the reference stuff, because it's a really important table. Did I not put it in there? Where is it? Where is it? It's got to be in here. If I didn't put it in here, I didn't put it in here. No. The conversion level. Okay, I guess you got to remember that one. That is lame of me. I didn't put it in the... Oh, there it is. That's right there. Okay. Whew. I feel better. Whew. Conversion levels down here under the denouement and nat foibles in the Christian space one. I stuffed them in there in the reference. Okay, so number 5, sinners. So these guys up here, I'm gonna say the whole group of them is sinners. While doing evil, feeling sense of guilt, live in fear, guilt, apprehensive, failing, downtrodden. So you got it. That's sort of the persona you're gonna do when the characters go and talk to them and ask them about what's going on around the village or the pagan activity or what's. These guys are, they support the paganism, but they're feeling a sense of guilt, live in fear. So all you got to do is if you convert them from 5 to 6, if you go to 6, they become listeners. If you go to 6 to 7, considering, and then 8, savable. And based on their role, these numbers too, 1 through 8 are kind of like die ranks too. So if you really save them to another die rank level, like really high, you could move them up to a really higher level. What's this G4 sign? And conversely, if you fail, they'll go down. And again, I generally keep them at that level at sinners. So if they go down to like manipulatively evil or violently evil, they'll only go down for temporarily, while they're, get out of here, we don't want you Christians here, and then they'll go back to their 5 sinners kind of thing. It's kind of like that. And only through Christ can you actually bring them up to savable, and then they remain at savable, kind of a thing. So that's the conversion level. Like for the people on the top right, I would probably roll 2d8s and pick the lowest. Since you can see they're kind of more pagany, and they got witches in their little huts and stuff. And of course, this dude here at the stones is just. I'm going to give you an example of that. They could come across that, as they're traveling along. Some sort of pagan monument, and there's a priest, or could be some cult members as well there with them. Obviously, if you want to make that more exciting, let me grab that out. Let me see here. Oh yeah, there we go. Put these guys in there just for the fun of it, and you can see. So they'll be. You got to deal with that, and I would probably do 2d8, pick the lowest for that one for sure, as far as what their attitude is, and that's kind of the simplest way of doing conversions. Also, you're gonna want to. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, you're gonna want to. Depending on the players and stuff, you want to think about the paganism that they're dealing with, right? So that there's a lesson, and I did make a list of those kind of ideas somewhere up here. Here, under the pagan hex call, I gave you sort of ideas of what type of paganism there is. Here's a pagan activity here, D12. I know I'm being silly here, but you can roll a D12. Number 1, friendly white magic, healing, and frivolities. So this you could say like, well, we like to, you get it. You can create pagans like that, like the lustful, not like sexual lust, but like the pageantry of it, the wonderfulness of it. It's just wonderful and good to be in the forest and enjoy the the healing powers of the spirits. Like hippies basically, right? That's what that kind of is. So if you roll, let's just say, let me roll just for the. If you roll 11. Outright murder, conquest, slavery, end goal of tyranny, a decaying culture all around with bloated temple priesthoods and clans hiding away, knowing murder and backstabbing is the norm. See? That sounds like LA and New York City right now. All the Democrat-run cities. That's what it sounds like right now. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that this will help you with. But again, if you have something you want to teach as a GM, as in some sort of political rant or whatever that's been bugging you about what you've been seeing today, you can incorporate that into the pagan activity that they're going to encounter, and they got to deal with it. And they, there's just that basic using the conversion level here. Why don't I write conversion level? Because this is the conversion level table. Conversion here. No, I'm just going to write conversion level table. I don't know why I have pagan and correct. Conversion level. CL D8. Use 2d8, keep lowest for really evil stuff. Okay, so that's the conversion level, and pagan activity examples that you can use. This is going to be some treasure. I'm going to build out some more items and stuff. I should make a bigger title here. I should do a bigger and then make that. Oops, what am I doing here? Make this a headline, big heading, because this is a main section, kind of. I'll figure that out later. Just fitting it in here while you guys are watching me. This is silly of me to do this right now, but okay, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna be adding more items here for you guys just to get, stuff for them to get. And then there's even another section where there's even more stuff, especially if you're doing like a mini shot, like a one shot type of thing. Another thing, I'm adding. This is new to me. I'm going to add magic attacks. I'm going to give you guys some stuff that the evil pagans can use. Ooh, I'm probably gonna need more pages for this too. They can use, but also like you could have converted wizards and magicians use for the good. But GMs, whenever Christians use pagan stuff like this, or wear pagan cosplays to sneak around, or use fire and stuff like that, I don't have any penalties for that. Or another one is if let's say they got to get through a passageway and it says light the fire of Mithra to see your way, and they're like, and it's like a trap. If you light the fire, it'll actually turn off the trap. I'd like to have a thing like that because it heats up the wire that then tightens the the thing, because it's so nifty. But let's say they light the fire of Mithra and they get through this trap or whatever. What you can do is you will then add 2-3 die ranks of resistance against their conversion, because the people say, "Oh, you lit the fire of Mithra. Why you talk of Christianity when you use fire, when you use the troll, when you use the costumes of the trolls, when you and you and I say use the costumes of the trolls, but you have drawn the power of the trolls, because they wore their costumes or whatever. You have drawn the power of the trolls, so you can give the pagans a much more of a resistance and even an immunity to them, because they used fire or these magics and they didn't use Christ at all. They didn't use their faith at all, because their faith is just a word. It's prayer and blessings and stuff. So I'm adding these in here, but again, these are like meant for you to play with them and use them. But if they use them in such a way that the pagans see that, they're gonna not believe in Christ. They're gonna believe in the magic that they're using. So that's a good. I think that's a good. I like that dilemma in there, and offering that dilemma, and you as a GM need to understand that as a dilemma, that they can do that too. Okay, I got to work this out some more, build it up. But yeah, there could be a converted magician wizard, because there isn't historically that has happened. There's some famous magician guy who was converted back in the day and became a hardcore Christian. Okay, so I just wanted to go through some of the stuff I'm adding. Let me go down to the bottom though. I want to add, these are all the creatures, and then I'm going to flesh out the pits and trap falls more, so you have more ideas of stuff to use, and traps and finding stuff. And the catacombs and the dungeon crawl experience is the one where I'm really adding a lot more of the fun dungeon crawly, stuff like that. And here's the one shot where you can have more. There's going to be more opportunities to just do like little one shots with pre-main characters. You start off with these. Their goal is to keep building these up before they get to the finale, and they do that by searching through all of this stuff and getting glory points, and then upgrading their skills quickly before they get to the finale and fight whatever the finale thing is. Okay, and I even have everything here, so you could print this out so that it's. I might have to take off the background though. So you can print this out, so it's printer friendly. Print this out, and then they can just keep building up these skills and getting more blessings. Like, I have their blessings they start with, and then the ones that they can get as they go along in the game. So that'd be fun. All right, this little final bit here, I haven't done yet, but I'm going to do demons. I'm going to do real, like D&D, scary demons and witches, or whatever, that are super scary. I'm going to draw those out. I'll show you real quick. I have some that I've done. because I just feel like we need it. I feel like we need to have here. See, so these are. Let me just put them in there real quick. Oh, that's too big. These are some demons. I'm gonna work. And they could be like either scary, psychologically scary things, or they could be like real demons that are, I don't know, become corporal. I don't know, but I want us to have that option to do, the whole fantastical, if you want to make the game that way, and just have fun with that, and be silly. It's silliness, but to me, a angry bear is more scary than this. But I get it. We all want this sort of fun, whatever. So there's that, and then I'm gonna do like a little more info on the monasteries and churches, so that when they go there, they can get more stuff. They can get more, like, you get little tables of what's available for them to have to support them in their missions and stuff. This is more. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these 2 pages. Oh, I'm gonna do probably reference pages actually down here, just all the reference stuff. And I don't think I'm gonna do this because there's so much stuff up above, with the treasures and stuff like that. I should probably just move this up to there with that stuff, which is actually what I'm gonna do right now. Delete that and move that up to here. Just to, there. Let me just put that in here. Okay, so this is gonna be the 103 page hardbound, and I'll be working on that. Get some demons in there, just for the fun of it. We should have demons. I think I get it. I want them too. It's an option, but we all want to fight demons, monstrous demons like that. So I get it. I might even do a dragon one too, just for the fun of it, like a crazy, fantastical dragon. That'd be kind of cool. Let me write that down. I think I will do like a kind of a classic is a demon. Classic scary dragon. That'd be a fun one, I think. Classic scary giant. Just for the demonic, fantastical. We can add that in there as a thing. So this is the Dark Ages, and for the Lord RPG, it's about having adventure, fun in dungeons and stuff, but it's about going to villages and confronting the paganism, confronting crazy things like this, and stopping the pagan evil activities, and bringing the church, bringing civility to the culture, the pagan culture. The pagan culture was all about slavery, tyranny. I mean, look at Gladiator, look at the Northmen, look at all the those films that show sort of the pre-Spartacus, the TV show. That was crazy. I watched that. Yeah, I'm a sinner, but I loved it because I was becoming Christian at the time, and I didn't care about the soft porn, but I loved how it showed paganism. They were just brutal and gory to each other, and they used the slaughter of humans as their entertainment. That's what pagans do. And look at today, the gory slaughter of humans in movies is perfectly fun pagan entertainment. Christians don't really like that. We don't really, some of us do, and I don't really like that, actually. I don't really like the sadistic. I like the monster, fun monster fighting stuff. I don't like the slasher killer sadistic stuff. I don't really care for that. I'm in Christ. I do like zombie stuff, but I don't like it when they get too gory. Whatever. But you know what I mean? I don't want like this entertainment where we just see people getting tortured and eviscerated. And I'm not a pagan. I don't care for that. I do like to watch films like this that depict paganism, so that I can get ideas and see what they're doing. Like I'm watching the series Rome on Max, which is an older series, but I love the depiction of paganism in it. It's so pathetic, and I'm like, ooh, this is good. I want to keep watching this, and the stories are so crazed and pathetic, and I just got to where the father cursed his children. I curse you. It's like that's paganism, jealousy and cursing, and there's no forgiveness. That is not a concept in paganism. Forgiveness, and turning the other cheek. That and loving your enemy. The enemy can be anyone that has transgressed you, even your own wife. If she has transgressed you, you got to learn to love her and forgive her. And that's a terrible. That's a pagan won't do that. Can't do that. They get a freaking vengeance and anger and tyranny. But for a Christian, it's about dealing with this stuff in a forgiving way. You know, as long as it isn't perpetuating kind of thing. So, yeah, for the little RPG, appreciate you guys, you know, fully funding it. Really, I really do. It's tough. It's a tough sell, and I know it is, and I'm contentious, so that's just the way it is. Anyway, all right. The game of life.